Now, this is our redrawn circuit with node voltages and yung ating mga branch current. So, mas maganda lang ito. Pero same lang din yung mga inassign kong current direction and node voltages. Now, pwede na tayong mag-start na mag-apply ng KCL and then after that, Ohm's law per nodes. Okay? So, at node 1, apply tayo ng KCL and Ohm's law. Okay, ito yung node 1 natin. This is our node 1. Okay, identify natin yung mga branch current na dadaan dito sa node natin. So, we have I1, I2, and I3. Okay? I1, I2, and I3. So, I sub 1, yung mga entering positive. Okay, I sub 1 is positive. Leaving minus, negative sila. Minus I sub 2, minus I sub 3 equals 0. So, ito na yung KCL equation natin. After that, palitan natin ng Ohm's law in terms of node voltages. So, from yung current direction natin, ang flow niya is from higher, okay, higher potential. Kung ito yung current direction natin, so, yung I natin is from higher potential to lower potential over the resistance. So, ganyan ang gagawin natin. Ang susundan natin. Okay, so yung I sub 1 natin, may value naman yan. Wala na tayong kailangan pang palitan dyan. But yung kanyang value, 5. Minus yung I sub 2 natin. Yung I sub 2 natin ay from V sub 1 papuntang V sub 2. So, ito siya. From V sub 1 papuntang V sub 2. Okay, so V sub 1, parenthesis ha, lalo na sinusundan siya ng negative sign. So, minus V sub 1 minus V sub 2. V sub 1 minus V sub 2 over, ano yung resistance? 4. And then yung I sub 3 naman natin, okay, from V sub 1 papuntang, ano ba to? Ano, saan pa papunta to? From the reference node o yung ating ground or yung ating zero potential. Zero potential meaning 0, yan. Okay, so V sub 1 minus 0 over yung resistance which is 2 ohms. So, equals 0. Okay, isimplify natin. So, 5 equals, lipat natin lahat sa kabila yung negative, V1 minus V2. Ito kasi negative, lipat mo itong yan sa kabila, V1 minus V2 over 4. Ito naman, lipat mo sa kabila, minus V1 over, so ito over 2 ko na lang. Tapos, nanggal ko na ng parenthesis kasi V1 minus 0, V1 pa rin siya. And then, kapag tinanggal mo parenthesis, is positive to, so as it is siya. Or, pwede natin i-arrange ng V1 minus V2 over 4. Okay, minus V sub 1 over 2 equals 5. After that, kailangan natin kasing makagawa ng systems of or simultaneous equations. Ang gagawin natin ay multiply na lang natin ito para walang fraction. Multiply natin siya ng 4. Piliin nyo lang yung mas mataas. Okay, so V1 minus V2 over 4 times 4, so that is V1 minus V2 minus, so V1 over 2 times 4, so 4 over 2 is 2 times V1, so 2, ay wait lang, bakit negative na naman ang nagawa ko dito? So positive 2, no? So 5, tapos nilipat sa kabila yung dalawa, so V1 minus V2 over 4, okay, tapos ito negative, dilipat sa kabila positive, so ayan. Sorry, nagkamali lang. Okay, V1 over 2 times 4. 4 over 2 is 2 times V sub 1. That is 2 V sub 1. Okay. And this is positive. So, V sub 1. And then, equals 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Simplify natin. Combine like terms. Parehas ito. 3 V sub 1 minus V sub 2. So, equals 20. So, this is our equation 1. Ayan. And then, at node 2, ganun din ang gagawin natin. Apply KCL and Ohm's law. So, sa node 2 natin, ito yan. So, node 2. So, we have I1 leaving, entering I4, entering si I2, leaving si I5. So, 4. So, unahin na natin si I2. I2. I sub 2. Tapos, ano pa? Entering kaya positive si I sub 4. So, plus I sub 4. Entering. So, minus I sub 1 minus I sub 5 equals 0. So, I sub 2 entering. Entering din si I sub 4 kaya positive. Leaving si yung dalawa, I1 and I5. And then, apply Ohm's law in terms of node voltages. I2. I2 again is V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 over yung resistance na dinaanan niya, 4. Plus I4. What is I sub 4? 10. Ayan, 10 ampere. And then minus I1. What's I1? 5. And then I5 is V sub 2 minus V sub 2, parenthesis, minus parenthesis, or quantity V sub 2, minus, ano yung node natin dito? Isa pang node, yung ground, or yung zero potential, kaya minus 0, over yung resistance, which is 6, equals 0. So, simplify natin. So, V sub 1 minus V sub 2 over 4 minus V sub 2 over 6. Okay, V sub 2 over 6 na lang yan. And it equals negative 10 plus 5. So, negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. And then, multiply natin. Multiply natin to by, ano pwede? Pwedeng 12. Pwedeng 6. So, 12 na lang. So, that is 12 divided by 4. So, yun ay 3. Okay, so 3V1 minus 3V sub 2 minus 2V sub 2 equals negative 60. And combine like terms, 3V sub 1, ito, negative 3 minus 2 is presto. Negative 5V sub 2 equals negative 60. Kapag minultiply mo to ng negative, okay, alam ba, minultiply mo ng negative 1, tapos nakakuha ka ng negative 3V sub 1 plus 5V sub 2 equals 60. So, siya rin. Kapag gagawa ka ng system of simultaneous equation, and yung mga coefficients mo, ang sign naman dito is negative 3, 5, and 60, i-prepare mo siya doon siya rin. Kasi yung sa module yata nakamultiply ako ng, minultiply ko pa ng negative 1. But kung okay ka na dyan, wala namang problema. Same answer, no? So, this is equation 2. So, we have two unknowns. Ano yung mga unknowns natin? Dalawa lang kasi yung node voltage natin, node voltages. So, kung ilan yung node voltages mo, yun din number of equations mo dapat. So, kung you have two unknowns, two equations ka, and you have a 2 by 2 matrix. So, i-drawing ko nang dito yung ating matrix. Lalagay ko na. So, we have 3. Lahat ng V sub 1, 3. And then yung V sub 2, negative 1. And then ito ay negative 5. Tapos, V sub 1, V sub 2 equals 20 and negative 60. Ayan. Now, we will solve this system of simultaneous equation natin in terms of Cramer's rule. You can also use the conventional method by elimination. No? Siya rin naman ang makukuha natin. So, by Cramer's rule, okay, lagay ko na lang, use Cramer's rule to solve for V sub 1 and V sub 2. Okay, ang V sub 1 natin bali ay yung D sub 1, determinant of D sub 1 over D. And then yung V sub 2 natin ay D sub 2 over D. Okay, hanapin natin yung determinants ni 3, 3, negative 1, negative 5. So, ang solution dyan ay 3 times negative 5. So, that is 3 times negative 5, negative 15, minus yung product ng upper, ito, ng upper diagonal element natin, which is 3 times negative 1, that is negative 3. So, that is 15 plus 3, so that is negative 12. And then, si D sub 1 natin, papalitan natin yung first Okay, yung first, kulay, blue na lang. Yung first element sa first column ng 20 and negative, 60. Okay, and then kunin yung product, yung difference ng mga diagonal product ng mga diagonal elements natin. 20 times negative 5. So, 20 times negative 5, that is negative 100. Minus parenthesis again. Ang kakalimutan. Basta doon sa pangalawang term, parenthesis kayo agad. So, 60 times, negative 60 times negative 1. So, that is positive 60. So, negative 100 minus 60, that is negative 160. And then si D sub 2 naman ay yung pangalawa. Yung pangalawang column ang papalitan natin ng 20 and negative 60. So, 20, negative 60. Sa 2 by 2, mabilis ang ang application or pagkuha ng determinants. But, you can also use your calculator, especially sa 3 by 3. Pwede nang gamitin yung calculator dito. So, 3 times negative 60, that is negative 180. Minus parenthesis agad 3 times 20, that is 60. Positive. So, negative 180 minus 60, that is negative, negative. So, negative 240. And then, we can get P sub 1. P sub 1 is D1 over D. D1 is 160 negative over negative 12. So, P sub 1 is 13.33. 333. So, lagyan mo na lang ng horizontal line sa taas. That is volts. And then V sub 2 is D2. Negative 240 over negative 12 over D. So, that is 20 volts. Okay, so ang sagot natin, V1 is 13.33 volts. And then V sub 2 is 20 volts. Okay, so this is our answer. Ngayon, if in case na hanapin, okay, hanapin yung mga branch current natin and other electrical parameters, madali na lang nun. So, kung hahanapin si I sub 2, for example, if unknown si I sub 2, ang gagawin mo lang, ano ba yung equation ni I sub 2 natin? So, from the node voltages, so I sub 2 is V1 minus V sub 2 over ano yung resistance dun sa branch na yun? 4. So, I sub 2 is equal to ano yung V sub 1 natin? 13.33. Okay, minus V sub 2, 20 over 4. So, 13 minus 20 over 4. So, that's negative 1.6688 ampere. So, negative ang sign, meaning to say the assumed direction should be reversed. Okay, so that is I sub 2. Ito yun. How about, ano pa, yung I1 and I4, meron na kasi I sub 3. So, yung I sub 3 mo ngayon, that is V1 minus 0 over 2. Or I sub 3 is V sub 1, 13.33 over 2. I sub 3 is 6.66 ampere. Ayan. Next, ano pang pwedeng hanapin? I sub 5. I sub 5 is, ano yung I sub 5? V sub 2 minus 0 over 6. So, I sub 5 is, ano yung V sub 2? 20 over 6. So, I sub 5 is 3.333 ampere. Ayan. Ngayon, meron na kasi tayong I sub 1, which is 5 ampere, and I sub 4, which is 10 ampere.